I'm Dr. Cath Watson, and today PD Insurance has asked me to talk to you about euthanasias performed by New Zealand councils. So this is city councils and regional councils. Now, the numbers of dogs that are euthanased by councils each year in New Zealand varies between different councils, but actually it's a minority of dogs that come through council holding facilities. Euthanasia is never going to be the first line of action taken for a dog because it's not fun for anybody. Euthanasia means good death, but it is ultimately still taking a life, and that's pretty hard on everybody involved. So when it comes to euthanasias by New Zealand councils, it's usually a last resort, or it's because it's in the best interest of the dog involved. So why would the council be involved anyway? Dogs held in council facilities is usually one of three reasons. First, they've been picked up roaming, whether that's been reported by somebody or a dog control officer has found a dog out roaming. They may have been surrendered to the council, and there's a bunch of reasons for that. And thirdly, it may be that the dog has actually been seized because there's concerns around animal welfare offences or potentially other council-related offences related to that dog. If a council is picking up the dog, they are required to hold it for 7 days before anything happens, unless there are serious concerns for the welfare of that animal and euthanasia is likely to be in the best interest of that dog, in which case there is going to be an animal welfare officer or a vet required to sign off that decision to euthanize them, and that's usually going to be severe illness or injury if that's the case. Where possible, councils are going to rehome dogs, and they may do that themselves, or they may then pass those dogs on to a charity to do that. The big concern with any dog that ends up in care, whether it is through the council, a charity or a foster situation, is that those dogs can end up in that situation for an extended period of time, and that's not great for their well-being, their behaviour. So it may be ultimately a dog that cannot be rehomed for a variety of reasons. It may end up being euthanized as well. But again, that's a dog that at this point doesn't have and has no real future of getting a home either. So it's not going to be the first choice in any case. When euthanasia is performed, as I mentioned before, it can be on welfare grounds because of illness or injury, but it may also be because of behaviour. So if that dog is not safe to be around humans, then euthanasia may be the best option for it. Yes, there's a variety of options for retraining dogs, and if that looks like it's going to be a possibility, then obviously councils are going to take that option. But in some cases, these dogs have potentially had such a poor exposure to socialisation, lack of behaviour training, and are so dangerous to handle that even handing them off to someone else to help retrain them is going to be a really big risk. And in that case, when human safety is at risk, and also obviously that dog's not in a good place, then it may be that actually euthanasia is the best option. But I'd like to reiterate, euthanasia is never going to be the first option for councils. The majority of dogs that come through council facilities either are returned to their owners or are rehomed, and a small minority of dogs, irrespective of where you are in the country, are euthanized, because it is not something any of us want to take as a first line option for dogs.